Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FLIGHTLINE. Today, I will be showing you how to play. I'm just doing this video again, mainly because my last video on how to play FLIGHTLINE was good, but some people didn't understand how to use the ILS, and they gave me some comments for that. So, yeah. Let's go. So we got your beta warning. Nobody cares about that. Unless you have a really bad PC, then you might not run very well. Let's just go to start flying, and, why am I, yeah, okay. Turning out of that, like, scraping noise was me being weird. So, we have 5 planes to choose from as of, June 2021. So we got the SAB 340, the 757, 737, the A330, and 747. Okay. So let's just go with a 757 to start off with, and let's go Iceland Air. Actually, no, let's go with it. I like the 737 better. So let's go with the 737. Let's go WestJet, because why not? You can change your call sign here, but you can't really change anything else. You can't change that. Yeah. So now we're going to find a place to spawn. So we have Tofin Bridge International. That looks a bit like this. There's the gates over there, 2 runways. This one's longer, that one's shorter. Yeah. Then we have Wellensaal Square, which has 1 runway, 5 big gates with jet bridges and a few more over there. And then Roy de Arroyo International, which has multiple runways, 4. Yeah, we're gonna go to Tofin Bridge. Let's just pick a medium gate. So, you can spawn any plane at a gate that corresponds to the size of your aircraft or bigger. So small so short haul can spawn at small, medium, large. Medium can spawn at medium and large, and then so on and so forth. So let's just let's go this one and spawn in. Okie dokie. So, we're just, chilling in our 737 here. Graphics really nice in this game. Zoom way in. So, let's start off by connecting ourselves to the jet bridge by pressing J. So now we are, the jet bridge will come over and connect up to us. And let's also set up the ILS while we're here. So the ILS will show us where to land and how to land. So if we click on it, we can just find the airport that we're going to go to. So I think we'll go to Wellensaal Square. And we'll select runway 22. And there we go. So now you see that we have the little marker that's popped up right on the screen right there. That will show us which direction we need to go in. So the arrow is pointing towards this direction, which means that we're going to have to fly that direction after we take off. We can also zoom out and zoom in on the map, so we can zoom out like that, or this is zoom in, and then this is zoom out. So right now we can see Connerview Airport, which is right there, JC04. So, now that we got that set up, I guess we can go on to configuring Autopilot. To be honest, there's not really much autopilot that you have to configure for this one, but we can just change our altitude to 4,000 feet. I don't think I'm going to even activate the autopilot during this flight, mainly because just you have to do a lot of course corrections during this flight, so I think I'll just set it. So you could say your altitude by just typing the number and then clicking enter. It will not work if you don't click enter. You can change your vertical speed, which is how much you'll go up and down, like how fast, I mean. You can change your airspeed, like how fast you'll go. And then you can change your heading. I won't be using autopilot, so yeah. You could turn on your lights here, and then I guess we'll just get to pushing back. So let's disconnect the jet bridge by pressing J again. Yeah, if I haven't already said it's J, I think I have. And then let's press V to push back. There are also a few different cameras that you can go into, like Cockpit. Some of the planes have actual like cockpits, like they also work like live cockpits. So it shows everything, which is really cool. We have Mount, which basically is just like the other one, like free or chase. You just have more like settings that you can put it to. So the way that I'm controlling this right here is by left clicking. So when you left click, you will gain manual control of the aircraft, mouse yoke. So yeah, it doesn't work with Xbox controller. I don't think it works with anything else. So let's press V to turn off our reverse. So you can press V to turn off reverse, and then hold B to brake. So like in mount camera, you have like different spots where you can mount. Oh my god, what the heck? Okay, very cool. So let's just go into chase camera, because that's what most people use. Let's start up our engines. We can do that by pressing E. There we go. There's engine 1 starting up, and then we can also just click the engine start button in the pop-up menu. And this pop-up menu is space, so press and hold space to open that up. So here we go. Our engines are powering up. And we should be good in just a second. I've already been recording for 7 minutes. Jeez. That took a really long time to explain. So here we are, 19.6% power and 19.6% power. So that's idle throttle, and then now we can start throttling up. W and S, any other game, except for like random games where you use like shift and control or R and F to control throttle, but whatever. Most games are WS. So this is WS. And I mean, I think I'm just gonna taxi over to 09 right, which is that one over there, not this one, but the one. Actually, no. Let's go to 09 left. It's closer to that one right there. So I will see you once we get there. Okay, yeah, so we're here at 09 left, so we're just at the waiting line. I don't see anybody coming into land. There might be ATC in the chat, so it'll be, like see how here it's like red? The things are red. ATC will be, gold color. And it'll say ATC and then like JTPH, which is Tofin Bridge, or ATC JSLL, I think it is. Yeah, JSLL for well install square. And then they'll give you commands. But I don't think there's any ATC. I don't see any planes coming into land. So let's just go. Does take a bit of engine power to get the planes moving. I think now we should set our flaps for takeoff. So I go, well, realistically, you should go flaps 5 for a 737. Sometimes I go flaps 15 just if I want to take off faster. I mean, I've gone flaps 40 before, and it's just, yeah, insta takeoff. But, yeah, we're on the runway. Let's take off. So, you can either press and hold W to get to your, max throttle, or just press Q and it will, max out your throttle. Also, by the way, you will have the auto rudder option on automatically when you join, and then you can turn that off, and then it will default your controls to Z and X. For rudder, but I've changed it to A and D for my rudder, just because it's easier. These can all be changed in the settings menu, on the main screen. It's in the bottom right corner. So now we're in the air. I think we can slow down a bit. If we're looking at our ILS down there, we can see that we have to turn this way a bit. So let's start turning this way. Oh wow, that guy's having some trouble. S7 Airlines. Yeah, no, we want to climb still. We want to climb. Let's, okay, those mountains there are where the airport is. So let's climb a bit. Let's go to like 2,000 feet maybe. So I'm just going to engage the auto thrust to keep us at 250 all the time. Let's just change this to 2,000. Or maybe 1,500. So, yeah, like that thing doesn't really have to be... You don't really have to mess around with it. Oh, there we go. There's 1,500. It's just a good marker of where you want to stay, so... If you're staying in the purple, then you're fine. So let's put our flaps up. We can change flaps in here just by pressing F. So F for flaps. If I forgot to put anything, I'll just put it in text on the screen. Like if I forgot to say anything when I did it, I'll just put it in text on the screen. Like when I was showing the autopilot controls, I didn't say, oh, press and hold space. So I'll just put that in text on the screen when that happened. That's also just a reminder for editing me to do that. And then, so I think now, we should disable auto throttle to start off with and begin our descent. So we're going to want to descend very slightly, ever so slightly, and we're going to want to throttle down a bit because we are descending. So you don't want to descend too much. Like this is not good. That means you're like descending too fast. So you want to just pitch down just a bit. Darn, the visibility is getting lower now. Right as we're landing, it always seems to get lower as we land. Okay, so the airport is right between these two mountain hill things, whatever. So, just gonna maneuver our plane in between. Might still actually be sinking by doing that, so we're just gonna pull up a bit. I think I'm just gonna stop our descent for now. Hold our altitude. I zoom in a bit. I can see planes taking off. Hopefully I don't hit anybody when I'm landing. But, oh, that guy's falling out of the sky. We're up. So there's the airport. There's the runway. Okay, so we're still quite fast and quite high. So let's descend a bit. Okay, we have visual contact with the runway, and we are going really fast. Let's put our first notches of flaps. So let's do that and line up with the runway. I'm going to use my rudder here. Okay, so now we are almost lined up with the runway. Okay, I'm just going to pull the throttles all the way back. Let's go flaps full, gear down. This gear down is way too late. But, whatever. So we're going to go... We're just gonna cut the throttles, and then we're gonna come in for a landing. Bit of fast of a descent rate. So my throttles are on idle. They're gonna deploy the reversers automatically. Press and hold B for brakes, and then R for spoilers. My flaps are maxed out. Okay, very cool. Awesome. Awesome, we've landed. Very cool. Okay. So let's just, I guess taxi over to the gate. Or not. I don't know. The video's almost over. Landing, well, you have to do a lot at landing, so you're gonna have to set your flaps to full if you haven't already. I mean, basically, you don't really have to do much. You just have to, put out your spoilers and press and hold B for brakes. So, yeah. I can deploy my spoilers by pressing F. No, R, I mean F is flaps. That WestJet is having some issues there. But, yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I'm about to crash into the 747. There are no collisions in this game, but whatever. Yeah. If you're watching this tutorial because you want to figure out how to play FLIGHTLINE, I mean, you can check out my other tutorials if you play, like, Pilot Training, Flight Simulator, Stepford County Railway, whatever. If you're new, yeah, subscribe. And, I think that'll be it from me for today. New videos every week, and I think I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!